Okay, today's question is what are the type of Ācāras, spiritual practices available in the Tantra Sastra? So, Tantra is classifying the practices into mainly into these seven, right? And also two more, then we can say it as a nine type of practices Sadhaka will follow as his lifestyle. So the main Tantra Shastra's classification, the all human are pasu. They are bounded to their sensual and the outer attractions, so they call as a pasu. So the sadhaka need to overcome his pasu nature, so he have to train himself in a specific way. So this training, right, to overcome the pasu nature, so he had to go through the series of practices or following some sort of a lifestyle, so that we call as Ācāras. So the first Ācāra is from the pasu state. He's entering into the some kind of a ordering himself is called Vedācāra. So Vedācāra is a method. Person will train himself into the rituals and outer rituals, mainly following the discipline in order. Okay, so this is the core idea of the Vedācāra. When he trained himself, he will move into the Vaishnavācāra. Vaishnavācāra means it's a bhakti, correcting his emotional body to connect with the divine. So this is Vaishnavācāra. There is a second stage of the sadhaka. Then the third stage is a Saivācāra. Saivācāra is a path of wisdom, right? We call the Saiva Siddhanta as a Jnana Marga. Okay? This is, we are connecting and we are because the bhakti without jnana is to become again, it will push us down into our evolution. So he becomes so emotional, but no wisdom. So he may be able to corrupt. So even though the bhakti is very important, but the jnana is more important than with the bhakti, right? So with the bhakti and jnana. So we have to be very clear. There is no hierarchy. Bhakti is higher and wisdom, jnana is higher. Not like that. So if you want to evolve in your evolution, first you have to follow the Vedācāra and become disciplined. Then you have to develop your emotional body and you have to develop your jnana wisdom. So now you are ready to go for the inner journey. Okay, without these three, you cannot start your inner journey. So therefore, the fourth Ācāra is a Dakshinācāra or Samayācāra. Now you are entering into the inside worship. Okay, these three, if you see the Vedācāra and the Vaishnavācāra, Saivācāra, it's a mass religious practices. You are mostly focusing on the outside. Now you are entering, after practicing these, you have good base, right? So then you're entering into the Dakshinācāra and you're practicing inside. Mostly Dakshinācāra is a meditation and you will work with the inner chakras and Kundalini yogas. All these are kind of inner practices. It is Dakshinācāra. There is a fourth Ācāra. Right? Fourth Ācāra. So in these four, you will develop some, again, you are not a pasu like earlier, bounded to the senses and all, but you may develop the ego. Because of your wisdom, you may have a lot of ego. So because of your bhakti, you may weaker, right, and all. So to overcome that, the Tantra says sadhaka is need to enter into the Vāmācāra. So the Vāmācāra is actually, the Vāmācāra practices is totally against to the social norms, which society say as a sin, as a wrong thing. The Tantra sadhaka will take those as with the correct attitude, the blessings of the Guru and the correct guidance of the Guru and the Devi, use those as a sadhana. Okay, so the famous Tantra means, you may use in the Tantra, there are alcohol and the meat and the fish and also the sexual practices. All these are related to the Vāmācāra. This is to break the ego and also break the social box. Okay, so this is Vāmācāra. So when sadhaka practice Vāmācāra, right, now he had to master his all tattvas. That is Siddhācāra. Okay, so we have a Siddhācāra, right? In Tamil, Siddhācāra is the main way of practicing Siddha Marga. Okay, Siddha Marga. This Siddhācāra is focusing on mastering the tattvas. Okay, according to this Siddhācāra, tattvas are 96, right? 96. Each and every tattva need to be mastered by the sadhakas. So when you're mastering all the tattvas, the whole synthesis of everything is called as a Kaula Marga or Kaulachara. Right? Kaulachara. So these are the 7 acharas, main acharas in the Tantra. And also the Yogachara will come with the Dakshinachara and also the Vamachara and the Siddhachara and the Kaulachara. Yogachara is the base of all the sadhanas. So mastery of your mind and the body and the soul, the prana. So the Yogachara also considered as a separate achara in some instance, but Yogachara is a part and parcel of all these acharas. Okay, so the inner science is governed by the Yogachara. So these are the acharas in Tantra. If you have any question, please ask below. Then I may be able to answer those.